hire didn't exist when I was playing in my day, but I know I sat through a lot of camps and went to a lot of basketball venues 30 years ago. So it's one thing that really struck me when Coach called and asked me to talk, is I can't believe 30 years have gone by since I sat in your seat going to camps and listening to speakers talk. And it made me think of my mindset when I was 15. And I think girls are a little advanced when it comes to boys and maturity and planning. And I know when I was your age, I had a plan. Okay, so I had goals, I had dreams, and I kind of had my life planned. What I wanted to do, where I wanted to be, what I wanted things to look at, and I'm sure, or look like. And I'm sure many of you are in that same position. And the other thing when Coach called and asked me to talk is he had asked me to try to find a topic that connected basketball with life. And some people who know me in the audience, that can go a lot of different directions. So the topic I decided on today has to do with basketball and a little bit to do with life. So the title of my topic here is going to be how to rebound. All right, so that's what we're starting. So, how to rebound. So I want a little bit of audience participation. And I just want you to think about yourself, a teammate, an opponent, a quality or characteristic that you see in somebody or that you know in somebody that would make them a great rebounder on the basketball court. I have a list myself, but I want to see what you guys think. Anybody raise your hand? Yes. Yes, strength. Top of my list. Okay, so you need to be strong physically, mentally, emotionally, because rebounding is not for the meek and the mild, right? You need to be strong. Yes. Height. I'll put that over here. Height helps. It helps, but I have some girls on. I assisted coaching at Traverse City St. Francis this past season, and we had some of our guards who are really good rebounders because of a lot of other qualities, but height definitely helps. You do have to be smart, yes. So smart, intelligent. So that was on my list as well. You definitely have to be smart, use your brain, understand the game to be able to rebound. Yes. Aggressive. Okay. So aggressive can be a combination of, so you're not passive, aggressive, hard work. Okay, definitely you need to be aggressive and be a hard worker. Yes?
Your vertical? Like
your vertical jump, that's going over with the height category. Vertical jump. Because that definitely helps. Definitely helps, yes. Yes? Timing. Yeah, timing. I'll put that over here. Okay, I'll take a couple more and then I'll put my list in. You have to want it. Okay, so what should we call that? I'm going to tie that as one of mine. I'm going to say want it. And I think that goes with persistence and perseverance. So that's a mindset. That's definitely a mental part of the game. Yes?
Fearless?
Fearless. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I'll take one more and then I'll add to it. Anyone else? Yes? Passionate, yes. Okay. So I would agree that all those things make a great rebounder. On my list, I have, that's not on your list, I am going to put sacrifice. Because you really kind of have to sacrifice a lot of things to be a great rebounder. You're in the trenches, you're working hard, you're getting the ball at the beginning of the play, you're getting it out, and somebody else is going to get the points, right? So you got to be willing to give up a little bit of that glory to do the hard work to get somebody else the points, which often gets in the paper, right? So you're sacrificing. Teamwork. If you have 5 girls on the floor and only 3 block out and 2 don't, the ball's not yours, okay? You have to work together as a team to be a great rebounding team. I'm getting a long list here. Discipline. A lot of times I told the girls on my team that you have to discipline yourself to do the right thing on the court. It's real easy to see the shot go up and go for the basketball, but you have to discipline yourself to find a body, block out, make contact, hands up. So I think rebounding is a lot of discipline. that everyone's doing the right job. All right? So this is good. I think that's an extensive list of what it takes to be a great rebounder in basketball. So, I'm going to go from there, I'm going to put that aside, and I'm going to talk about something else that I talk to the girls that I coach about, and that's about, so knowing how to rebound on the court. What happens sometimes is all these great things that you want to do don't always work out, do they? Sometimes you make mistakes, you forget an assignment, things don't go quite the way you want them to go. So I tell the girls a story, and I don't know how many of you, some of the parents might know. Gary Player is a retired professional golfer, and Juliana, you've heard this story. So he is very well known for his discipline and for being a high-level athlete as a golfer. And he was being interviewed one day, and he was talking about the difference between the great players and those world-class athletes, that the physical and skill difference between those two levels of players is pretty similar. But the thing that puts the world-class athletes ahead of the other great athletes is their mental edge. And it's all about being prepared to make mistakes. So when you're on the basketball court, it's pretty rare that somebody's going to do everything right. Your goal is perfection, your goal is to make every shot. You want to be really positive, you want to do all the right things. But sometimes that doesn't work out. So you make mistakes, your teammates make mistakes, your coaches make mistakes, your refs make mistakes, right? They make bad calls and things happen. And our last speaker touched on, when something goes wrong or doesn't go your way, a mistake happens, how do you respond to that? So, you have to know how to rebound from a mistake, right? So you need to lean on a lot of these characteristics within yourself to respond when a mistake is made. Okay, so the same thing on the basketball court that you need to respond to mistakes is the same thing that can happen in life. So Coach asked me to talk a little bit how to relate some things to basketball and some things that happen in life. So that mental edge for basketball needs to be the same thing that you carry over. And in the last 30 years, a lot of my life has been great and joyful and exciting and successful. But then there's a balance in life. Things go great on the basketball court, they go great in life. But I don't know if I was as prepared at 15 to understand when life doesn't quite go as planned. So on the basketball court, you have to respond, and then in life, you have to respond. It can be simple. It can be you failed a test, you twisted your ankle and missed the last two days, or last 2 games of your season. It could be something more serious, a death in the family, a broken relationship, a broken family, all those things that happen in life that you're not always prepared for. And so what I wanted to express is I work with kids, I have teenagers, I've coached, and I see a lot of the pressures and stress that are on teenagers today, especially young girls. And so many, not so many, but there are some that I look at that don't know how to cope when a mistake is made, or something, if you make a mistake or someone around you indirectly does something that alters your life plan. Like I had a life plan at your age. I knew it was going to happen. I knew what I was going to do. But sometimes things don't work out that way. And so you need to learn to rebound, right? You need to be strong. You need to be smart. You need to work hard. You have to be persistent. All these things. You have to have faith. For me, I was raised in a Catholic family. My faith in God, my spirituality, my relationship with God got me through a lot of it. It was my cornerstone. I'm not saying that's right for everybody, but you have to have faith in something. Yourself, your family, your teammates, something. You have to be disciplined to do the right thing when things go astray, when things go awry and they don't go the way you had planned. You have to discipline yourself to figure it out and to make it work for you. And when things don't go right, it's another opportunity to look at how one door might have closed, but it might open another one. So when you're playing basketball, you want to play freely. You know you're going to make mistakes, but you have to be able to rebound with those mistakes. And in life, I want you guys all to have your plans, have your dreams, have your goals, but if things don't go quite right, you have to learn how to rebound.